Have you ever truly stopped? Stopped amid the clamor of the world, amid the relentless stream of thoughts that never cease? Just try it once. Right now, sit in silence. Not the silence that simply blocks out the noise around you, but the silence that wells up from the depths of your soul. For in that stillness, you begin to cross an unseen threshold, a gateway to another dimension, a dimension of the spirit where your purest energy flows freely, untouched by thoughts, emotions, or the binds of the material world. Since ancient times, mystics and great scientists alike have sought this secret. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, but the purest state of consciousness. Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Silence is the fundamental frequency, the deep resonance underpinning all existence. When you immerse yourself in silence, you merge with the cosmic current, the very energy that forged stars, planets, and you. Imagine this energy as an endless ocean within you, and silence as the door through which you dive, swimming deep into that vast sea where time and space dissolve, leaving only pure presence. There the ego ceases to be a burden. It becomes a fragment of a greater light, part of a collective energy field that connects all beings and all things. But to reach this place, you must learn to let go. Let go of the noise in your mind, the old stories you tell yourself, limiting beliefs, nameless fears. As Neville Goddard taught, true power lies in your imagination, in assuming the identity of the person you wish to become, living the life you desire. And silence allows you to hear that deepest voice, the voice of your soul, unmasked by the chaos outside. Dr. Joe Dispenza reveals that quantum energy knows no bounds, and your mind can heal your body when you open to a new state of consciousness. Silence is not a refuge to escape. It is the place where you reconnect with healing energy, where you activate your innate power. Here you regenerate your DNA of belief, as Bruce Lipton showed, recalibrating your vibrational map to higher, deeper realms. The universe never ceases to respond. Greg Braden demonstrated a bridge exists between ancient wisdom and modern physics. A bridge built of energy. When you fall silent and attuned to higher frequencies, the universe answers in unexpected ways. Not by bending reality to your will instantly, but by guiding you to the right people, places, and moments. The law of attraction, taught by Abraham Hicks, is no fairy tale. It is a flow of energy you lead when you learn to listen within. Silence is awakening. It doesn't just bring self-understanding, it expands your connection to the sacred world. Eckhart Tolle taught that only the present moment is real, and only in silence can you touch the now, where worry and judgment fall away. There, you realize existence is not what happens to you, but how you choose to experience it. This is where Dolores Cannon speaks. Your soul is a journey through time, filled with countless missions and lessons, and only in silence can you recall past lives, fragments of your life's purpose. Ram Dass said it simply, yet profoundly. Be here now. Be fully present in this quiet moment, so your soul may awaken and soar. Have you ever tried to follow the call of your intuition in silence? Because only when you pause, not to stop life, but to listen, does truth reveal itself. Truth is not what you read in books or hear from others. It is the direct sensation, the genuine vibration inside you. And when you connect with it, fear fades, for you know who you are, where you come from, and where you are going. That is when gratitude rises. Not a fleeting feeling, but a current flowing through every cell, lifting you out of doubt and fear's shadows. When you are grateful for silence, for yourself, and for the universe, you generate a vibration that invites life to respond with greater blessings. And in that resilience, you realize nothing is fixed. Change is the universe's only constant. Your adaptability, the strength you find in silence, does not just help you survive, it helps you thrive, not as a solitary being, but as part of the grandest network of connection. Each time you enter silence, you return to your source, to the undeniable truth. You are energy, you are vibration, you are an inseparable part of this vast cosmos. Every breath, every quiet moment is a step on the path of awakening, a step closer to ultimate freedom. And on this journey, remember, no one can grant you freedom but yourself. No one can awaken you but yourself. Yet you are not alone. Great masters who walked before have left their footprints on this path. From Tesla's vision of energy, to Hawkins' map of consciousness, to Osho, Krishnamurti, and Sadhguru, with teachings steeped in freedom and awakening. They teach not just how to see the world, but how to look within. Silence is the guiding light, not to erase suffering, but to show you that even in darkness, you are the light. You don't need to run nor search. Just stop and open your soul to this truth. Let silence be your teacher, your friend, your guide. Let it open the door through which your soul can fly free, connecting with boundless cosmic energy, living a life where you are not just the witness, but the creator, the master of your own reality. Because when you truly dare to step into silence, you don't just change your life, you change the world around you. And in that silence, you will hear a gentle, eternal whisper. You are the source of light. You are life itself. You are the universe awakening in human form. And that is the beginning, not the end, of a wondrous journey, a journey deep into the spiritual realm, into the true nature of being. When you learn to listen to silence, you learn to live a life not only full, but transcendent, not only free, but harmonious, not only awakened, but radiant, a light shining through the world. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, but a primordial space where your soul pauses to truly listen to itself. It is like a vast, boundless ocean, deep and expansive, where every ripple of thought gradually calms, and you begin to touch the true frequency of your being. Within that silence, there is no struggle, no noise of the ego, only pure presence, whole and unchanging. Did you know Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration"? Silence is the launch pad where your consciousness harmonizes with the frequency of the universe, helping you realize that you are not an isolated entity, but part of an ever-flowing energy network. The subtle vibrations of your mind in silence cause the universe to respond in unprecedented ways. Like a master conductor, you orchestrate the symphony of energy and matter, creating your reality through hidden waves of resonance. Mystics from ancient times to modern spiritual scientists like Dr. Joe Dispenza agree on one thing. The power of healing and regeneration lies within your subconscious energy. When you are still, you access not just the surface level of consciousness, but unlock the deep energy layers inside, where your DNA holds not only genetic codes, but can be reprogrammed by belief in emotional states. Bruce Lipton has proven that the energetic environment directly influences how cells function and grow, meaning you can fully master your life by controlling your inner energy. Imagine stepping into a snow-covered mountain where no sound breaks the absolute stillness. No wind stirs the air, only perfect silence. There, your mind is no longer scattered by the noise of the outside world, and layers of fear and doubt begin to dissolve. Reality becomes clearer, and you start sensing the sacred connection between you and the eternal source, whether you call it the universe, God, or any name you believe in. This is not vagueness, but the absolute awakened state Eckhart Tolle calls the power of now. It is where you realize that time does not exist, and you are living in the eternity of this moment. No one can give you this gift except yourself. Silence is the key that opens the door to your inner sanctuary, where words, events, and worldly matters fade and lose their power. There, you are reborn as a spiritual child, pure, innocent, and empowered. Energy is the language of the universe, and silence is the blank canvas where you write your story. When you learn to listen to the silence, you begin attracting vibrations that resonate with yours because, as Abraham Hicks says, what you focus on, you attract. This is not magic, but the science of energy, resonance and synchronization. Every thought, every emotion you nurture is a seed of energy being planted into the vast energy field of the universe. From silence, you also learn true gratitude, not empty phrases or lists of things you should be grateful for, but a heartfelt feeling vibrating with appreciation for every breath and moment. Thich Nhat Hanh said, "Gratitude is the path to true happiness." When you are grateful in silence, you raise your vibration, creating a positive energy field that naturally attracts goodness, peace, and happiness. However, silence is not always comfortable. It can be a mirror reflecting every dark corner of your soul, fears, doubts, and old wounds you want to avoid. But it is in the courage to face that darkness that you develop resilience and adaptability. Ram Dass emphasized, "Be here now," not to run from pain, but to fully accept it and allow yourself to heal. Silence is also the bridge between intuition and action. When your mind is free from chaotic voices, you hear the silent voice of your soul guiding you step by step. Greg Braden calls this the heart-field message, a deep energy beyond logic that helps you make decisions not just based on reason, but on universal wisdom. You may not realize it yet, but every silent moment is a step forward on the path of awakening. Dolores Cannon, a pioneer in past life regression and soul mission exploration, believed that in silence and stillness, your soul connects with other dimensions, gaining deeper awareness of your life's purpose. When you spend time in silence, you expand your subconscious, breaking through personal limitations. New creative ideas, inner visions, and possibilities you never imagined flow like a refreshing stream through your soul. That's why Neville Goddard always emphasized the power of imagination, because when you imagine in silence, you create a new reality. Silence is the space to reconnect with infinite creative energy, the energy that spiritual masters throughout the ages, like Osho, Krishnamurti, and Sadhguru, always remind us about. Absolute freedom beyond the ego's limits. When you walk through that door of silence, you cease to be a victim of life or circumstance and become the architect of your destiny. In silence, you realize there is no real separation between you and everything around you. David R. Hawkins' research on the map of consciousness shows that at high vibration states, you experience total unity with the universe. No distinction between self and other, subject and object. This is the deepest spiritual awakening possible for humanity. You are the light source in the darkness, the origin of the change the world longs for. Each time you choose silence, you help yourself rise to a higher state and contribute to raising the collective energy field, healing the planet. Remember, the universe always reflects your inner state. When you hold peace in silence, you radiate peace throughout space. And there, in eternal stillness, you discover you are neither small nor alone. You are part of a vast system, a gigantic cosmic machine operating with miraculous perfection, an endless dance of energy, an ancient story told by the stars, by time, by yourself. Now allow yourself to step into that silent space where no explanation is needed, no argument or rebuttal. Just you and your true self, with the universe's energy flowing through every cell. This is silence, the gateway to your soul, where you not only realize who you are, but understand why you exist. Everything you need, every power you seek, begins here. And when you touch that deep silence, you realize that all the limits that once imprisoned you were merely invisible walls created by your mind and old beliefs. Every noise, every loud thought that once clouded your vision was like a veil obscuring your true view of yourself and the world. But silence, that is the light piercing through that veil, illuminating and freeing you from invisible chains. By consciously practicing silence, you build a deeper relationship with yourself, gaining clarity about the emotions and thoughts arising within, instead of being unconsciously controlled by them. Instead of reacting quickly to external stimuli, you create space to choose your response. A choice born from stillness, not from reflex or habit. From there, you become the observer of your life with a more objective, clear, and whole perspective. Inner conflicts and negative emotions, such as anger, fear, or anxiety, gradually dissolve because you understand they are just passing clouds in the vast sky of your soul. Every moment of silence is a miracle, a rebirth, opening the door for streams of positive and creative energy to flow into your life. This is not passive stillness, but a dynamic, vibrant state, a journey of inner awakening, where you gradually shed layers of mass and awaken your true self. And as you delve deeper into that silence, you also begin to see more clearly the miraculous connections between all things. You realize you are not alone or separate, but always intertwined in the shared flow of the universe, in the endless links between energy, matter, consciousness, and emotion. You notice that every thought and every action carries deep influence, like a pebble dropped into water, creating ripples that endlessly spread. In silence, you learn to let go, not to abandon, but to release what no longer serves your growth and happiness. Letting go of suffering, of old wounds, of limits imposed by society or yourself. And paradoxically, this letting go brings you the greatest freedom, the lightness and wholeness you have never experienced before. To nurture that silence, dedicate time each day to yourself, not to do anything, but simply to be. It might be just a few minutes of meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting quietly in nature, listening to birds or the wind. These seemingly simple moments are the foundation for building a rich, strong, and sustainable inner life. And don't forget, you are not alone on this journey. Across the world, millions are awakening with you, discovering the power of silence and inner energy. Each of us is a piece of the larger picture, contributing to the great transformation of the planet and humanity. Remember, silence is not an end, but a beginning. The beginning of a life with deeper meaning, broader vision, and a power that transcends old limits. From silence, you will learn to create change, not just for yourself, but for the world. So choose silence, choose connection with the universal energy source, and step into this powerful inner exploration. There you will not only discover who you truly are, but also master the path you will walk, turning every moment into a masterpiece of life. Are you ready? Silence is not just the absence of sound, but the full presence of you with yourself in the universe. Step into silence, and you step into true freedom. Freedom not only from external chains, but from internal limits. That is where your infinite power and love begin to shine. The power of silence also lies in its ability to break the limits of time and space that your mind has been bound by. When all noise gradually subsides, you encounter another dimension, where the flow of time is no longer linear, where past, present, and future merge into one, and you become the active creator of every moment. Spiritual scientists like Greg Braden have pointed out that energy never disappears, but transforms into countless forms, and your consciousness is the powerful catalyst for that transformation. When you reach a deep state of silence, you open the gate for higher frequencies to flow into your life, raising your vibration and altering your internal structure, from cells to DNA strands. As Bruce Lipton demonstrated, your beliefs and thoughts directly influence gene expression, meaning you have the power to shape not only your external life, but also your biological nature within. When you calm your mind in silence, you allow your DNA to rest from stress and negativity, opening the door to healing and regeneration. This also means you begin synchronizing with the universe's high vibration frequency, a frequency of love, harmony, and limitless creativity. This is not something you need to seek far away. It is a state you can access anytime through practicing silence and full presence. Eckhart Tolle's teachings resonate strongly when he speaks about the power of now, that only by living fully in the present can you truly touch genuine awakening. And silence is the key that opens that door. Not the silence of avoidance or denial, but the silence within the soul, a sacred space where you meet yourself beyond all worldly noise. Imagine standing amidst an immense ocean of energy, with waves of vibration spreading throughout the universe. Every thought, every feeling is a seed of energy sown into the deep soil of the cosmos. And when you master silence, you become the guardian of those seeds, choosing to plant only positive, creative energies filled with gratitude. Neville Goddard taught that the power of imagination is the source of all reality. When you immerse yourself in silence, you create space for that imaginative power to flow freely. In that state, all limits collapse, and you can shape your future like a vibrant painting, painted with the colors of belief, hope, and deep connection to the supreme source of energy. Abraham Hicks's lesson on the law of attraction emphasizes that the universe never rejects an energy, It only responds in the most fitting way to the vibration you emit, and silence helps you realign that vibration, clearing conflicting waves, allowing you to harmonize with the natural flow of the universe, where you don't need to force or struggle, but everything comes to you naturally and completely. This is the journey of spiritual awakening, when you are not only a part of the universe, but a co-creator with it, adjusting vibrational frequencies and creating new energy flows for your life. Ram Dass once said, "Be here now." It's not just a simple phrase, but a profound reminder that only when you let go of the past and don't cling to the future can you truly feel life happening in every breath. And in that silence, in that presence, you encounter infinite power, the power to heal, to transform, to love fully. Then you realize silence is not only the door to enter your soul, but also the place connecting you with all other souls. Thich Nhat Hanh taught that compassion and mindfulness are the paths to healing not only yourself but the whole world. When you are still, you open your heart, and in that space you feel the common pulse of all life, without distinction, without separation. The philosophies of Osho, Krishnamurti, and Sadhguru echo, reminding you that beyond the ego, you will find true freedom, freedom from fears, from the mind's chains, to live in the fullest and deepest state of awareness. And when you step through that door of silence, you see yourself not as a small individual, but as a sacred flame, burning bright in the endless ocean of cosmic energy. You don't just attract good things into your life, but also inspire and spread that energy to those around you, contributing to creating a new world, a world of harmony, love, and creativity. You not only hear the call of your soul, but also hear the call of the entire universe, inviting you to awaken, create, and live fully in every moment. And that is the miracle of silence, the door that leads you back to yourself, to the deepest source, where you find not only peace, but also the power to change the whole world. And in the absolute moment of silence, when you let go of all attachments, all noises from outside and within, you will realize an unchanging truth. The greatest power does not lie in what you say or what you do, but in your full presence, in the wordless connection to the supreme source of energy within you. You don't need to chase the world to find meaning. That meaning has always existed, waiting for you to discover it in the silent space, where your soul awakens, where your vibration merges with the rhythm of the universe. There you are the creator of destiny, the one who breathes life into every thought, every action with the energy of faith, love, and gratitude. Remember, only when you know how to pause, how to listen deeply within, can you truly see the light that guides your life. Silence is the key that opens every door, the door of freedom, creativity, and limitless transformation. So do not fear silence. Embrace it, live in it, and let it lead you back to the truest essence of yourself. There, in that absolute stillness, you will find infinite power, the power to overcome every challenge, to awaken, and to live a complete, meaningful, and luminous life. You are the door, you are the light, and silence is the sacred flame that lights your path. Walk forward with that confidence, with an open heart and a soul full of awareness. Because when you do, you become the legendary storyteller of your own life, a legend written with energy, connection, and the deepest silence of the soul.